Hey y'all, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Rochelle Vanderpool. Good morning, the Bud Files. OMG. My apologies for being late, y'all. I slept in, which is part of the reason why we're here to talk about self-care. So happy Self-Care Saturday to everybody. Thank y'all so much for being here. Excuse me, as y'all can see, I still have a little bit of that cough. Not much, though. So, this is going to be short and sweet. Welcome in the two of you that are here. Shout out to the replay gang. And welcome to Self Care Saturdays with Pandy. You all know I am on that watch time grind. So, I am coming here and trying to bring you as informative and creative topics as possible so that I can, engage and inform and really leave you with something of value for being here and helping me work towards that watch time. So let me come back over to the comments just in case. All right. All right. So thank y'all so much. If this is a first time viewer catching me for the first time, definitely come back and check out the regularly scheduled content. Over here, for the most part, I talk hair, both natural hair as well as wigs. Hi, good morning, Maria. Happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Self Care Saturday to everybody. And I hope that you all are taking some time out this weekend to do some self care. So for me, part of my self care was sleeping in. Where do y'all see me at 85% of the time when I'm live? Behind my steering wheel, driving my car to and from work. Okay? So Saturdays and Sundays are my off days, and it's a time when I get to actually sleep later than 5:45 a.m. So I turned over, woke up, and was like, oh my God, it's 9:24, and I'm supposed to be live at 9:30. So I had to hurry up and hop up and go wash my face, brush my teeth. I wanted to make a cup of hot tea, but I didn't want to be too late. Oh, bless you, Maria. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you doing that. Thank you. So those of you who know, I have had this channel since 2019. I believe I got monetized in 2020, and I had been monetized for about 4 years. Yeah, about 4 years straight. And there's always an annual update to the policies and guidelines here. And so with the latest policy update, um, I got put on suspension with my monetization. And I was told that was because of reused content. Now, the thing about YT, who we love dearly, they don't give you specific breakdowns as to which videos it is committing the offense that you are being alleged of, right? So I had to scrub through my over 2,000 videos because when I tell you I created this channel, I was a content creating thing, okay? So I had to go scrub through all of my videos, and certain things I used common sense. Like I used to share, um, what do you call them? Motivational quotes that had like images on them. I had one with Denzel Washington. I had Steve Harvey, Taraji P. Henson, um, Bishop T.D. Jakes. So I assumed with my common sense that could be considered reused content. And then also, because I'm a part of a playlist buddy group, I would do these overnight live streams with something to help you sleep. What do they call them? Sleep streams. It would be like waterfalls, beach waves, fireplace burning, something that was like that with soft jazz music, and then just that as the scenery. So I think in my head, those were the things that dinged me. So because I panicked, I went and I deleted everything that I thought could possibly be reused content. And of course, what did that do? That took away watch time. So I say all that to say this. That caused me to lose almost 2,000 hours of watch time. And so, in order to get the monetization put back in place, which I'm working diligently to do, to consistently come down and produce content that you all find of value that is about my niche here on this channel: self care, beauty, skincare, hair, personal self love. That's what my channel is all about. I appreciate those of you who are running the playlist to help me get that back up. All right, so shout out to you, Maria. So, with all that being said, if you didn't remember to do so on your way coming in, or if you're catching the replay, please don't forget to blow dry on the like button for me. It greatly helps to show engagement. And also leave me a comment under the video and let me know what your thoughts are. I always enjoy the feedback. So, without further ado, we're going to jump right into today's topic. So, on Self Care Saturdays, I usually try to come and give you about 30 minutes just to start your day, get your weekend going, and really help get you inspired to do something for yourself special for the weekend, which is why I call these segments Self Care Saturdays. So today I am going to just talk about 5 self care practices that are perfect for the season that we're currently in. It is early March. So here in the US, that's considered springtime. So I want to give you the spring edition of Self Care Saturdays with Pandy, right? Now, we all know that everyone's needs change over time, right? Our needs change over time, so why not use our spring cleaning energy to hit the refresh button on our self care routines? So that's kind of how I came up with that theme, right? Because we're in the spring cleaning season, it's usually an opportunity for us to hit refresh on certain aspects in our life. It's like a chance to get rid of things that maybe aren't serving you, and maybe we're replacing them with new things that do. Now, this can be both motivating and energizing, and it doesn't just apply to your closets. At least it doesn't have to. People can really benefit from spring cleaning their self care routines as well. Because, as we all know, our self care needs change over time. And because we change things around us, change like responsibilities and obligations we have, schedules and weather, self care can change as well. And it can change for the good. And so, since it's springtime, we're using that theme. Now, you can say that you're doing self care, but if you don't feel any different, it's important to think about why you keep doing the same things. And also, if your current self care practices aren't working or just not working as well as you want them to or as they used to, it's time to switch it up a bit. So let this new season be your motivation. Put some thought into it. Take some time to really get in tune with yourself before you think about a makeover, right? Think about what types of self care seem to work best for you. For example, some people like getting solo time outdoors while others prefer to recharge in large groups of people. Consider how your current practices are making you feel during and after. Then compare that to how you want to feel and make changes that bring those two answers closer together. Thank you, Maria. I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. All right, so we're going to get into 5 self care practices that are perfect for the spring. Hey, good morning, Rain. Thank you so much for popping in. Happy Saturday. Everything is good. I'm still on the grind. Still trying to get these hours back up. So I appreciate you being here. It's always a pleasure to see you. All right, guys. Excuse my scratchy voice. I am just waking up. The weekends is when I can sleep in. And guess what? I'm going to go back to sleep for a little while too. But I got a 12 o'clock live stream on the other channel. So I want to get some self-care in. If I hadn't overslept, I have my yoga mat and this little contraption that I bought with the foot loops and the handlebars and spring for resistance. And I was planning on doing like some crunches with you guys and setting up the phone to where we could have had a conversation on the floor in front of the fireplace. I'm going to make it my business to get up early on time next Saturday to do Self-Care Saturday there. Again, these are short, 15, 30 minutes at most. Something to just inspire you to get up and do something for you on Saturday morning. All right. So thank you all so much for being here and welcome. So, number one on self-care practices that are perfect for the springtime. Number one, load up on in-season spring produce. It's no secret that filling your plate with fruits and vegetables, as well as following other healthy habits, is good for physical health. A review published in Nutrients in January of 2023 found that getting adequate fruits and vegetables, 5 servings per day, was associated with reduced depressive symptoms and distress and higher levels of optimism and self-efficacy. So that's number one. Start loading up on in-season fruit and produce. Eat a little bit healthier, right? That'll help you to feel better. Of course it will. Now, number two, take advantage of the longer days with walking. Something else I've been trying to do. Now that it stays brighter outside and it's a little bit warmer outside, this spring season is the perfect time to take advantage of that by taking walks. With spring comes more hours of daylight in the northern hemisphere. Experts recommend taking several short walks throughout the day or even just getting outside for 10 minutes or so to take advantage of the milder weather and more sunlight. You love to sleep in on Saturdays? Oh my goodness, Maria, girl, it felt so good. Like if my husband wasn't in there shifting around and stuff, I would have completely still been asleep and I would have felt bad because I had a live set. But my body would have thanked me because I always get up early every single morning. So yeah, I'm with you on that. What else do the experts say about that? Being outdoors, particularly exercising outdoors, can help reduce stress and quickly boost your mood. Okay? Research also suggests that being outdoors in the daylight, which springtime brings longer days, may help lessen depressive symptoms. Okay, now, disclaimer, I am not a doctor. I'm not giving you any medical advice. I'm simply offering suggestions to help you to improve with your self care routine and sharing how the springtime is the perfect time to take advantage of these longer days. If you are currently experiencing any signs of depression or anxiety, my recommendation is to definitely seek professional advice with a licensed professional healthcare provider. All right, that is my disclaimer. Self Care Saturdays with Pandy is just really to encourage you, to motivate you, to inspire you to do something nice for you. Period. Okay. Now, tip number three, plant an herb garden in your windowsill. Now, I enjoy watching the homesteaders and the gardeners here on YouTube. Heck, my daughter even started a garden on her balcony of her apartment, and she has so many beautiful things growing. I got a little jelly. So let's see what the experts have to say about planting an herb garden in your windowsill. I might even try this because I do not have a green thumb at all. At all. And I would love to grow my own tomatoes at least, something because the cost of produce these days. But what they suggest is part of what makes spring so magical is the way that nature, well, I should have brought me some water back here, suddenly comes to life after months of dark winters. Do you feel reinvigorated seeing trees or flower patches in your yard, neighborhood, or local park that have been dormant throughout the winter months and suddenly come to life? Well, experts suggest bringing some of that magic into your home by planting herbs near a bright window, investing in a new plant or two, or even just buying yourself flowers regularly. Research also finds that greening up your personal space in these ways can help you to feel more connected to nature even when you're indoors. That makes a lot of sense. I can definitely see having more greenery coming in, brightening up your mood and spirits with some beautiful flowers or herbs. That makes a lot of sense. Maria says, but woken up to do some deep cleaning. It's therapeutic for me and family. I agree with that, Maria. I love to sleep in on the weekends, but then it's also a time for me to get up and do my tidying from the week. I try to usually get the laundry out the way. I'm vacuuming. I'm doing a more deeper cleaning than I'm able to do throughout the week when I'm going to work every day. So I completely understand that. Thanks for sharing as well. All right, guys. Number 4, set boundaries with social media and work to protect your time. This one is where I think we struggle with because, especially as content creators, you want to support others that are content creators that support you. And a lot of times, I'm going to use myself as an example. If I'm at work and I see some of my favorite content creators going live or maybe premiering something, well, and they always support me, I want to be there to also support them. So we can support them in many different ways. We can share out their content. We can drop in to say hello. Um, just shared you out, working but listening. I say stuff like that. That way, I'm letting them know that I'm there supporting them, but I'm also letting the chatters know, hey, if you speak to me, I'm unable to respond back to you individually because I'm working. I'm here simply showing my support. So that becomes a fine line because some people really get in their feelings when you don't speak back. And it's like, hey, I'm not ignoring you. I'm working. And so I can't sit here and literally type back to everybody. And a lot of times that's why I don't drop down. I'll just stay in the bushes and give you a thumbs up. But it is what it is. So anyway, let's get into number 4. Setting boundaries with social media and work to protect your time. Spring is a great time to reflect and identify where in your life you might need a boundary. Mm, I like that. Let's repeat that. Spring is a great time to reflect and identify where in your life you might need a boundary and set that boundary. Wow. Our routines and daily activities change with the seasons. It's helpful to establish boundaries for the season ahead. In particular, experts recommend looking at your social media use and limiting the amount of time you spend scrolling on your phone. Experts also suggest creating a no work time, an area in your house. With so many people still working from home, it can be tough to set boundaries around work hours, which ultimately contributes to burnout. We've talked about that as well on this channel. It is so easy to burn out, especially if you are a traditional worker like myself, still going into a job 40 hours a week, and a content creator. Hmm. Yes, yes, Maria, great. Right, just some type of way to let them know, Hey, I'm just peeking in. I'm here to support you. Now, when I try to hang in there for at least 5 to 10 minutes, I don't just go right back out because I want them to get the credit for me actually being there, you know? But yeah, I agree. Just let them know politely. And it also lets the chatters know that's why you're not speaking and typing to every single person. Number 5. Again, we're talking about 5 self care practices that are perfect for the spring. Keeping up, well, wait a minute, I'm jumping ahead. Number 5 is to find a primary care provider, a PCP, who makes you feel heard. Very important. So I agree with that. Your primary care provider should be someone that you feel so comfortable with, that you trust. You can pretty much talk to them about all of your needs and not feel judged, ridiculed, or humiliated, anything like that. Good morning, Boss Lady Denise. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Finding a primary care provider who makes you feel heard. Also, keeping up with the recommended healthcare visits is crucial for long term self care. In a previous study published in the Journal of General Internal Medicine, excuse me, y'all. Sorry, I tried to back away. I should have just muted. Why did I mute? Um, let's see what they said in that study. I was interested in that. Researchers asked participants about their reasons. This is good. Hey, good morning, Frank G. Thank you. I appreciate you being here. Y'all are so amazing. And I hope you guys are off to a good weekend. And thank y'all so much for being here. This really is helping me working towards rebuilding my watch time hours. So I hope the information I'm sharing is worthwhile. I hope you can apply it to some form of your life, and I hope it's engaging. Also, if you know someone else that might enjoy this type of content, please share this out for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, again, we are on number 5 of 5 self care practices that are perfect for the springtime. Now, the researchers in this study, which was published in the Journal of General Internal Medicine, they asked participants about their reasons behind why they avoided medical care. And at that particular time, about 12% reported that it was due to issues with their physicians, aka their doctors. A lot of people responded with statements like, doctors often make you feel like you're stupid. Thank you, Boss Lady Denise, for sharing out. Um, said one participant. And according to that study, another participant answered, tired of being chewed out for not following medical advice. I know that's right, Frank G. I feel the same way. And honey, sometimes I feel like falling back in my bed and closing my eyes for another hour or two is self-care plenty. Okay. Because I'm always on the go. Sometimes I feel like to slow down and relax my brain and just go make myself take a nap is self-care. Now, I thought when I saw that, y'all, I was like, I wish my doctor would. I wish I would be dealing with a doctor still that makes me feel stupid about anything that I'm bringing to their attention as far as what I'm going through. And I have left providers, and I'm in the medical field. I literally work in a hospital setting, and I have left because I felt judged, and I was like, "Oh no, ma'am, this ain't gonna work." No. And this particular lady, the reason why she stands out to me as I reflect back, the lady I had been dealing with for years decided to go and move to another practice. And that practice was going to be outside of my network. So, I could still follow her, but it would cost me more because it wouldn't be in the same network as my insurance. And I'm like, So I went with this lady that I selected based on the Instagram profile, not Instagram, the internet profile for the hospital, right? First of all, this young lady was young, like I'm talking one of my kids' age, and it just didn't seem right. And then I could tell that with my first visit, she obviously had not even reviewed my medical record because she knew nothing about my medical history, things that she was talking to me about. And particularly, she mentioned taking ibuprofen. Well, with my personal medical history, I cannot take any type of ibuprofen. It is terrible for me and it will cause severe harm. So I was like, this ain't gonna work. You obviously just got out of medical school and you're not about to practice on me. That was my thought process. I'm just saying. So I agree with what the experts are saying here, and I think it's awful. And I think that you should definitely stand up for yourself if you are seeing either a medical doctor or a mental health care provider, whatever type of healthcare provider that you're under the care of, if they're not, treating you with dignity and respect and fully hearing out your thoughts and your feelings, because your thoughts and your feelings play a big part in your overall self care and how you are going to improve your overall health. So if you're not being met with dignity and respect, or if you're leaving feeling like, I feel kind of judged, or I feel kind of, she made me feel a little dumb, then definitely know it is absolutely your right to change healthcare providers. Because at the end of the day, it's about you and improving yourself so that you could be the best version of yourself that you can. And you don't need any distractions, be it from a healthcare professional or anybody else, which is why in every self care conversation you hear, people tell you the importance of boundaries and why you should set them and stick to them. All right. So I am going to bring this one to a close for today. Again, because I woke up a little late today, we're just chit chatting this morning. But next weekend, if you plan to join me for Self Care Saturday, if you have an area in your home where you can work out, we're going to do not necessarily a high powered, high endurance workout, but what I am going to do is I am going to come on camera, and I plan to set up my yoga mat and just do some stretches and some core breathing and chit chat with y'all, and kind of bounce ideas off of one another as we stretch and release and get ready for whatever our Saturday has in store for us. That was my plan this morning, but I overslept. So yeah, y'all be blessed. Don't stress. Thank y'all again for being here. Drop down and leave me a comment underneath this video and let me know, what are you guys thinking? How are you feeling about the Self-Care Saturday live streams? I would love to hear your feedback. Also, if you have the ability to share this out, please share it out. It would greatly help me with what I'm trying to do as far as rebuilding watch time and put me back into the algorithm where I'm trying to get. All right, guys. I am also, if you are a content creator, I will be live later this afternoon at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, not on this channel, but on my other channel, which is Making Money Moves with Pandy. That is my personal financial success channel. Over there, I talk about personal financial success and how you can improve your personal financial success. We tackle credit repair. We talk about home-based businesses. I give about everything over there. I talk about different home buying tips, anything that you could possibly think of. that you may come into contact with regards to your personal financial self. It's an overall personal development channel. However, on Saturdays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, I host a networking live. So come through if you have shorts on your channel and you want to engage with other content creators who will in real time watch your short and let you know they watched your short, as well as join by giving you a subscription. Also, check out your upcoming live streams or premieres by thumbsing those up and leaving comments, which helps with your engagement and your analytics. Definitely come over there and check us out. It's always a fun time. It's 1 hour and it's an opportunity to cross support with other content creators who are all here trying to do the same thing. And that's get our numbers up and in this algorithm. All right, guys, y'all be blessed, stay safe, stay encouraged, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.